Alright, now we're back and we're ready to play a different event this time around, so kind of convenient that there was a second event this past weekend, or this current weekend. I say as there's no audio for my game. Let me stop playing the Switch. And it still wants to have nothing. Okay. There we go. Well, that was fun. I love with no audio.
Okay, so the weapons, this is the Splatoon-matic, the Splattershot Nova, the Rapid Blaster Pro, and the Ballpoint Splatling.
And I do believe the map for this is supposed to be... Oh god, what is it again? It's one of the newer ones that they added, like Salmon Smoke Yard or something. Yeah, also, I'm not using my hand cam, and it's still active. I'm gonna turn it off.
Get out of here, hand cam. We're done with you.
I mean, it works for Splatoon, it's just nowhere near it, and if I try to show my controller on that, oh my god. That would be the most cursed looking thing, because it wouldn't show up right. It's been a bit. I haven't done anything in this since the last time we played this, which I think was the Splatfest a few weeks ago. So I have to load up my stuff and get my usuals. That should be a respawn. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna make sure that is up to date. Just download. Not that download. Actually, did they change this interface? Oh, I'm not logged in. Yeah, that would explain a lot. This is why it's been so long since I played this last. It logged me out of my seed checker program. That's bad. I wonder why I was downloading my actual file and not downloading it from the net. Okay. That is why you check your stuff, because I would have actually had a problem. I was too behind. Yeah, it's so weird they have a sploosh and a splash in this. Two of a very similar weapon class. And bamboo is the thing that scares me for this game. Alright, while I'm waiting, this is why I don't want to do the hand cam for this. Specifically, I'm swapping back to it. Just to turn it back on for like... That was the wrong one. This one. There you go. This is why I won't use it. This is me holding the controller flat. You can barely see the triggers. Let me get closer. It's still flat. It is still flat. You can tell because of how flat the keyboard looks. That controller don't look flat. That looks very skewed. Like, it does a lot of weird morphing. So, those Insta360 cameras, they do a good job when it's more pointed down, but the bigger the angle you have, the worse it does. When it... Oh, I just realized I still have the sploosh. You know, that's fine. I'll start the first game of sploosh. It does have a hard time trying to do anything when it's closer to the camera. That's what I noticed. To be fair, it's more clunky on mine. I think you have a easier time if you want to use your webcam for that mode, because that one... Wait, what? What? Oh. I'm still in the same feed, that's why. I was wondering why it wouldn't go away. Your camera, the original Insta360 that's on the gimbal, I think when you hit desk mode, it just like hard shifts down. So it actually does it on its own.
Oh, really?
I don't have a gimbal camera. This is just on like a mounted base that can move. So I just have to tilt it down and click a button. But it feels like that might also not give it as much leeway for the desk mode. It's very situational. This is the one situation it's useful. And I still have the Summer Banner on.
Oh, what is this map again?
Yeah, this is one of the newer ones that are in the game. I think one of the last Samurai maps before the brand new one. It's from Splatoon 2.
Okay. That's why I recognized it.
I might swap the custom buttons, because I have them set right now for main game mode. I might swap them for this. This is the one I was really worried about for longevity. I don't want to click the stick too much. I might be able to get around with that one of the G buttons. You playing the 1 or 2 now for the Switch?
I'm playing the 1 right now because
Okay.
I know Amber's gonna play it later. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For this game, thankfully, I was gonna say bad idea when it was the original update with Switch 1, Switch 2, but they've actually fixed Salmon Run now for Switch 1. This was extremely laggy when they did the Switch 2 stuff, and they fixed it. So thank God it's an even playing ground again. Otherwise, it was like a $500 advantage to play Salmon Run.
almost forgot how to play Salmon Run for a moment there.
That's fair, yeah. I dabble in the mode here and there nowadays. I just don't play as much as I used to. I know there's still like a very hardcore scene for Salmon Run. Like, people are always playing this in squads. In fact, actually, this Eggstra Work, from what I read, is supposed to be a tournament qualifier for Japan. So, that, I think, is the first time they're using one of these Eggstra Works for a tournament. They've done Salmon Run tournaments before, but I think this is the first one they're using Eggstra Work for it. Oh, well, don't quote me on that. I might be wrong.
Hazard level. Double. Uh-oh. Nighttime. Guessing glowfish?
Griller. I don't know what the last one is, but I heard the last round's high tide, so wave 5 is where we die. Small fire, really bad for me, the sploosh.
So we want to stay on this ledge here for the grillers.
Yeah. It gives us the most time to react to the grillers. Oh god, get away. I get its tail, there we go. The problem is we don't always want to be up here at times, so I'm gonna move. Good. I didn't have to fully get on the ledge for that, right?
God dang it.
I mean, we got quota now, so we're going for high score. At this point, when you have like a good cluster of eggs, that's when we want to move this stuff. So I'm gonna move this one away. Alright, that's good. 34 is pretty good. We were getting kind of slaughtered in halfway, so I'll take it.
Yeah. That's okay though. As long as we get above quota, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Wave 3 is a low. Really good to start off with a big shot. Gives us a lot more of an egg farming spot.
Dang it.
Wow, I got slapped to Kingdom Come on that one. Alright, sure. I don't mind. Ooh,
Stinger.
2 cars.
Yep.
Come here. Oh yeah, I see it.
I got him. But I died in the process. There's another one.
Alright, that's fine. We'll get you. Alright, that's quota, so now I don't have to worry too much about us just making the wave 4. Alright, well that was, I think, 2 enemies in the flyfish. I think that was one of them that got killed. Oh. I'm just gonna shoot these in the cannon. That kind of stalls things out. So that's good. Wait, 3 done. A little over quota, but not enough for a score boost. That's fine. I don't know what this is gonna be. I should probably just pull up all that stuff.
Wait for it's high tide.
High what? Oh boy. Oh yeah, this one's easy. Never mind, never mind. This one's my mouse.
Mud mouse, okay.
And I still have one more inkjet, so that's perfect.
Darn small fry. Always nipping at my feet.
Oh, one of them pushed me right in the water. Goldie. I don't know if I should hold this.
It's right there at the base.
Okay, yeah, teammate's using a crab. I'm gonna hold this. There's quota. I might want to use one of my inkjets for this round, it does feel like, in the future. Right now, I'm holding off.
Dang it.
I thought I killed this. I guess one of my bombs missed. Got it. Nice. We got a 1.5 multiplier, so we're gonna have a little bit of a harder high tide. This is the one I already heard going in that's hard because of it being high.
Alright, wave.
But it's just normal, so we'll see what that encounters to.
There's already stingers coming up.
Yeah, 2 of them, in fact.
Yeah.
Come on. There we go.
Hence the plural. Hence the plural stinger.
It's like, oh, good.
Damn it. Ugh. That person moved the platform when I was trying to get on it.
Yeah, I hate that about this stage. It's always when you try to jump on the platform, it's probably moving. Oh, boy. I'm gonna use it now. I hate to use the inkjet so soon, but I need to. That was a surprisingly good jet. I thought that was gonna only be good for reviving, but I actually got a lot done. So there's an actual, like, farm of eggs over here. I'm gonna do my best just to chuck them.
A lot of crap going on over at our basket.
That's enough. I'm gonna go over where you guys are at.
Oh, I was revived. What the heck? I didn't even realize.
No! I was trying to spray one of our teammates and I got shot by a missile. Alright, make the jump. Got it. Oh, that's it. GG's. Okay. I was like, can I help? Nah, I'm shot. I'm gonna get over there. Oh, one's dead.
135. I don't know what the
That's not bad.
thing is.
We don't know because the only thing they tell us for trophy-wise is big run it anymore. They tell us only top 50, 20, and 5% get these different stickers, but we don't know what that is. If anything, that's at least probably a bronze, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
That was a good start, to be fair. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it being good or bad. That was just good. I'll take it. I just don't mind being on an inkjet. I didn't even see what the weapon
was rusty. I haven't played Salmon Run in Jesus, I don't know how long.
Yeah. Okay, so Sploosh gets the inkjet, Splash gets Kraken. The Decavitator gets Crab, and Bamboo gets the Wave. Honestly, that seems like the worst one, because Bamboo is already hard to use as it is and very weak in Zamoron, and Wavebreaker doesn't do much to help you. It's only really good to help your team. So they got the worst one. If anything, actually, they would have probably benefited for getting Crab instead of the Decavitator. They gave that one to the wrong weapon.
I love the name of that freaking weapon. Like, every time we talk about the Decavitator, I'm like, dude, whoever made that name knew what they were doing.
Oh, yeah. Especially how it looks. It's just a thing of candy and a stick. You know you're getting cavities with that.
I thought it was toothpaste. I thought that's what that was.
At first, it kind of looked like toothpaste, and I'm seeing them.
Well, I mean,
because you got the chocolate ones, and you're not having chocolate toothpaste.
Like, whenever it says Decavitator, I'm thinking of something that gets rid of cavities. And the thing that says Decavitator would be a toothpaste. Because toothpaste gets rid of cavities. Or prevents them, anyways.
Yeah, I gotta see it up close because I could have swore it was like a mint dispenser. Because again, chocolate was kind of like the one that told me probably not toothpaste, because I've never seen chocolate toothpaste.
By the way, people watching Lester stream, always brush your teeth, please.
Yeah.
You'll thank me later if you do. Oral hygiene is very important.
Hey, swing that again. I want to look at it. Swing your weapon. Maybe it is a tube of toothpaste, but what the heck's the chocolate one then? I was gonna say, like, that one never looked like it. I just thought that was a mint dispenser. I need to look at the pictures now.
now I got you questioning.
Now I'm like, what is that thing?
Now I got you questioning. It was like, is that toothpaste or is that something else? I think it's supposed to be a can of toothpaste. Or a tube of toothpaste.
Yeah, I think, no, it's more of that. Tube of toothpaste, specifically.
Grillers, that's right.
It's an oversized electric toothbrush contained with a large clear plastic sheath. The toothbrush has 5 clusters of bristles attached to a line that alternates between blue and teals. So it's electric toothbrush. Wait, who the heck has chocolate toothpaste then? Because that's what the charcoal's supposed to be. At least that's what I thought. But now I'm thinking that's different. I'll look at the charcoal one after this. Because trying to read and griller is not easy.
Because like I said, whenever somebody talks about Decavitator, my first instinct is thinking it's like, oh, it has something to do with either toothbrush or toothpaste.
I don't know what the charcoal one would be then in terms of like what your taste for the actual toothpaste would be. Because again, I've never seen like a dark toothpaste like that. And that's essentially what it is, like dark tube. So yeah, they're electric toothbrushes of some kind.
Yeah. Well,
I guess I mean, I heard it one place say someone said it was a mint thing. I kind of just went with it because it's hard to really see the model. But now when you're playing the game upwards of 4K, I can actually see what the weapon has inside.
I always try to understand naming conventions of things.
Yeah. That's fair. To be honest, I also kind of like screwed up some of the names for some of these weapons for years of like what their origin could be, because I misread it.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of other players have done that too. Right? You've done that with the nozzle noses over the years, so I'm not the only one.
Nozzle noose, or
yeah,
the nozzle
like,
noose.
Oh, my favorite Splatoon weapon, the noose. Like they hang themselves by the rope. That doesn't seem like they're friendly. So yeah, we've been there before. Toothbrushes, bristles on the charcoal decavitator, they alternate between purple and yellow. And then the handle is gold instead of gray. But I would wonder, like, what would that be? Charcoal. decavitator because I never heard of like charcoal toothpaste before.
Maybe just the type of color it is. Because
Yeah,
charcoal
it's
can also
more
be
of a
color. Yeah, that big shot coming out like the first 5 seconds really helps in this round.
Yeah, we really like where it's at. Because a lot of enemies are seen in the spawn on the right. So for it to be on the right side, perfect. Oh god, I'm getting away from that.
Get rid of it. Good. Be careful with the steel head. Ow. Dang it.
Oh, I thought it was behind the big shots cannon.
Okay.
And as soon as I get revived, I immediately die. That's about right. There's just so much right in this corner. I hate this. I hate this.
Oh my god!
I hate this.
I gotta...
You might, yeah, I was gonna say you might have to burn the Kraken again, because this is a very bad corner.
God. Okay.
Yeah, GG's to this round, I'd say. It's kind of a lost cause, but at this point,
holy crap!
There's some eggs over here.
There's a lot of.
Okay, I swam through.
Come on, guys, six more eggs.
Oh my god, there's not enough here. There was only enough to get us to 25.
Dang it. That's alright.
Yeah, because I saw the problem at that point was we needed more eggs to be shot out of the cannon or to bring them over, and we just didn't have enough time anyways.
Yeah, that is an electric toothbrush.
I'm trying to see if I can like a better picture of it on the wiki, just so we can see it out of the sheath. Yeah, I'm gonna hit leave, and then I'll pause the lobby so you can swap it.
Okay. I want to play as... How do you... Oh, there we go.
So as soon as the game is done waiting for players, and you can just swap your weapon here with X.
Okay. I'm ready.
Yeah, I want to see it.
What is the special on this thing?
Yeah, okay, you can see it clearly when... I'll go look at the screenshot. When you take it out, yeah, I never got to see this up close. Now I got you clearly tell. That is 100% a toothbrush. I don't know if it's electric based on how that looks, but in their world, that's electric. It's a very weird looking electric toothbrush.
I always thought this thing was always a tube of toothpaste. That's what I always thought this thing was.
Yeah, you can see the streaks of the toothpaste and the bristles in this version. So it's much easier to see. In the original, I could barely tell what it was. Oh, that got me a comm error because of that. That's fine. That lobby's still open, so I literally just joined back off you. It just makes you host now. That's the only difference.
Okay. I can be host.
Yeah. Yeah, the nice thing now is also with those screenshots, the system actually, if you're playing a Switch 1 game, it is just like the same capture settings as Switch 1, so 720p screenshot and video. If you're playing a Switch 2 game, or a Switch 1 game that's switched to enhanced, it's 1080p. Still only 30 seconds on your capture. Doesn't matter if it's a Switch 1 or a Switch 2 game. And it's still 30 frames only. So, no customization there, sadly, for the captures. But I noticed a couple weeks ago it was 1080p for screenshots, too. Screenshots and video for some of these games. I think I got confused because I took a picture on Splatoon 3, sent it over, and it was like 720p. Then the Switch 2 version was 1080p. So I just I didn't notice it at first because I played this game like what, a week or two before the Switch 2 version came out on the system.
So this has a crab. Okay.
Yeah, your decavitator has crab. And now I'm on the weapon you were playing with, so I have Kraken.
The sploosh?
Yeah, I'm on Splash. I was Sploosh before.
Splash. Always get those mixed up.
Yeah, one of the few guns in the game when if you jump, you don't have any weird accuracy issues. It's still perfect accuracy.
Did you, by any chance, I know you probably don't care too much, but did you watch the Indie Direct by any chance this week?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I didn't hear really anything about it, to be honest.
It wasn't big. There wasn't a lot of stuff. Mina the Hollower, the Yacht Club game, got a demo.
That's the big one I've been hearing,
actually
and people have been freaking out saying this is the first game on Switch 2 that uses 120 FPS. And I'm sitting here like, guys, you forgot Street Fighter 6 came out at launch, right? That's 120 FPS.
Yeah.
So people have been clickbaiting the heck out of that game for some reason. But
yeah,
that's the one I heard of.
Got a demo. I kind of want to go download it because I
I'm
like Yacht Club games a lot. So what other thing? They had Little Kitty Big City's got one.
Yeah. There was a couple games that were getting ported from what I saw, the Switch 2.
Oh, Content Warning. That's right.
Content Warning was another one.
The Switch 2. What was the other ones? You remember any more, Amber? Oh, the seat taken. Yeah, that looked funny. What else is oh, there was the one thing for Switch 2 that looked kind of interesting. It was like an action RPG and aquatic creatures. It kind of reminded me, it's like you're playing the whole game as basically Zora Link from Majora's Mask. I think it was called Glacier or something like that. Yeah. It looked. It was coming only Switch 2, because it definitely looked like a Switch 2 game.
Oh, okay. I mean, maybe I'll cut other things eventually, but it sounds like at least at launch will be Switch 2, which I've seen a lot of indie games do that. Launch exclusive on like one console first, and then comes other things later.
It wasn't a very big indie direct. It was like 18 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, like 8 minutes when I heard. It was very short.
Of course, everybody and their grandma got mad that Silk Song was there. I'm like, dude, I think Microsoft owns the marketing rights to Silk Song, so of course
I don't know what's going on with the Silk Song like showing for that reason, because I don't know who has the full rights. Because even Microsoft's not showing anything of the game.
It'll come out when it comes out. That's everybody's like all upset about it.
We know it's supposed to be late this year, and that's it. So, yeah.
Yeah, like, it'll come out when it comes out. Just, I don't really like when people... maybe it's just because I don't like... You know, it's fine when it's a big corporation, but it's literally an indie dev. Just leave them alone, let them work. Please.
Like, I remember it wasn't nearly as big because Hollow Knight just became a massive indie game over the years compared to something like Freedom Planet. But I remember Galaxy Trail had the same problem with Freedom Planet 2, since they announced it too early. And some of the leaders of it, I know, like, one of the main devs flat out had to tell people, like, it's gonna come out when it comes out. We apologize for the wait, but we can't tell you any more than that because we need to make the game. Like, they were getting so annoyed with the constant asking about release dates.
Like,
and
honestly,
indie team can only do so much.
So when people get, like, actively angry about Silk Song and the what is it called? When the indie dev is not being clear about what's going on with it. It's like, guys, just be patient. I'm sorry, like, I get it. There's some people that, maybe it's just because I'm old, and I don't understand when people get impatient about game releases. Like, I don't care. Like, take as much time as you need to make the game. I don't care.
Yep.
I don't care if I have a release date or not.
It's also a thing where we have so many games in the market nowadays, especially in the indie scene. You can wait for one title when you have like 6 others probably to play while you're waiting.
Yeah.
That got me. Hey Derek, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh my god.
But yeah, I understand the anger people are having towards Silk Song because nothing's being said, but at the same sense, it's like, dude, just like,
yeah, like,
nice
I'm gonna play when it comes out, kind of thing, but I'm also not like biting at tooth and nail just to hear like 5 seconds of game like shown or something.
Yeah, and honestly, like, it'd be different if it's a corporation. I don't care if it's a big old corporation that you're getting angry with, because they can take it.
Yeah.
When it's like an indie dev, just shut up, guys.
Yeah,
just
it's like,
leave it
again,
alone.
it's a smaller team, so you have to just understand it's going to take a while to make anything.
I don't think people understand how long it takes to make a game.
Yeah. 100%. Oh my god! Okay, that's on me, to be fair. I seen you go up and like, I can go and pay for it. No, I can't. He's already gone. Brain shut off the moment I saw it move. And then turned on when I saw it move. That's how fast that happens. It happens all the time. Like, that's why the stage is like the worst stage for Salmon Run, and it's like, oh man, it came back. That sucks.
Are we gonna throw a thing in Mudmouth's mouth now? There? No. I fall in the, the water like normal. Because this stage is, I don't like the propeller stuff in the middle.
Yeah, it's like this stage, legitimately coming back, it's like, we're lucky throwing is a mechanic in this game compared to Splatoon 2, because this stage was horrible in Splatoon 2, and it's okay at best in Splatoon 3, so not much better.
Okay, that was gold in my mouth.
I can't tell you the feel of claustrophobia I get if there is a triple threat here with like the 3 salmonids. Because fighting any king salmon on this mess on high tide is terrible. 3 of them here, that's just impossible. Never done it. Never lasted more than like 10 seconds. Yeah, it's like, oh, abort. Missed that jump. Alright, we're good. Give me a couple more eggs. Alright, that's fine. At this point, if we win the wave, we'll probably have a high score.
Yeah, just as soon as the the golden Mudmouth come out, it's... Okay, so this is a high tide, the normal wave. Okay.
Yeah, and then it starts with our friends. Not one, but the 2 stingrays. I've never seen a weapon in this whole franchise that will ever be as bad as that special from Splatoon 2. They give it 1 buff in 1 update, and then ever since, every update was just designed to nerf the Stingray because it was overbuffed. Never seen that before, and hopefully never see it again. Please.
Stingrays are cursed.
That's why it's hard to go back to play that game online.
Oh, I might need your help with that someday. I hope you're
Oh,
ready.
yeah, I will. I haven't actually played it online since this really came out, because there's just not much of a point, but there are certain things that I would still go back for it. And obviously, video stuff is fun. Oh, God. Okay, good.
Did I get you? Okay, I got you.
I'm gonna use this now.
Watch out.
Yeah, that's why I use my special, and this is good timing, because it's all the crap right here at base, so I can take care of a lot of it. Alright, there you go. I'm gonna just pop it again. I legit can't see. There's so many things happening, my camera gets like shoved up against whatever enemy or walls in front of me. I'm having Mario 64 camera moments over here at times.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was very close. Yeah, that analogy of 10 liters of ink before spotting them, I feel like some enemies flat out, you have to empty your ink tank, refill, and then do it again, so you can actually, like, kill it. Sometimes I feel that with the steelheads the most.
I'm gonna keep playing as the Decavitator. I actually like this weapon. It's actually really good for small prize.
Let me see. I'm gonna remap some of my buttons, so I think this one? Yeah. That one's gonna be right stick, so I don't hit it all too often, and then this one... Would that work? Maybe. I'll try that setup. Having the B button on one of the triggers, I'm just trying it. I like if you're using the G buttons on these newer Switch controllers. The fact you can do that without quitting the game. It's so nice. I wish you could do it with the proper mappings. I know why you have to, but it'd be nice to have a sub-menu so you don't leave your game.
God, I forgot how much I like Salmon Run. This was like the best mode they could ever have added to the game. Hands down.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, okay, B button on the trigger is worthless. But R could be good.
I think, if I remember correctly, I think this is this mode is what got Amber to come to want to play this game in general. We're playing.
Yeah, it was a lot more. I would say more comparable to a lot of other games out there, like Left 4 Dead and such, or like Gears of War, Horde mode, stuff like that. So it does feel like one of the better game modes to introduce to friends. I hate how you have to be level 4 in the multiplayer mode to get here, though, still.
Yeah.
So you're playing a lot of Turf War. If you don't like Turf War, suffer through it to get to the best mode in some people's opinions.
I don't know.
I'm just glad the schedule wasn't like absolute garbage like what it was when Splatoon 2 first came out.
Oh yeah, that was stupid.
Never forget
how stupid that was.
Yeah, God.
One thing I really like about the Nintendo News app thing that they added, they list the events in the game in Splatoon on on the calendar app.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
I think you get push notifications on your phone for that kind of stuff too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Because it does push notifications.
Yeah.
I just have them off. I don't use the app all that often, so I don't need the notifications every day. God, it's just nice to see that, you know, my injuries healed up enough on my finger so I can actually play a game. Because, like, honestly, I think I pushed myself a little bit on Tuesday, but I was using the G buttons a lot of the time, so it helped for Mario Kart. It's a more simplistic game, but I noticed near the end, like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that, because the next 2 days were terrible.
I need to get back to playing Mario Kart.
I'll let my thumb heal.
I might take a break from Tails, because I'm trying to 100%. That's the reason why I haven't stopped playing Tales of Graces yet, because I'm trying to 100% it and trying to finish everything in the game.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And that's taking a little bit longer than I wanted to admit, because I missed one thing in the main game, so I'm gonna have to play New Game Plus to get another chance to get it.
Ooh, yeah, it's one of those.
So, realistically, it's just like that's why it's been taking me for a long time to get through the game.
Got stuck on one little piece of ink.
I was thinking about probably playing Donkey Kong Country Return, but I haven't actually
Returns, you said?
Yet. Yeah, I haven't played Returns yet.
Yeah. I'm really hoping at one point they update the game to fix some of its visual bugs. That'd be nice. But also, it plays much better on Switch 2 now if you want, like, no loading issues. Yeah. So, thankfully, at least there's a $450 console fix, I guess. I hate lots of fix for some Switch 1 games, but here we are.
You can play Scarlet and Violet pretty good now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the game's playable if you buy a whole new console. I still have to play it on Switch too. I haven't booted it up yet.
You, me, and Amber need to get back to playing it soon, so.
Yeah, I mean, I know the other Pokemon games come out in about 2 months, so probably I'm going back to some of Scarlet Violet, so at least see how the performance bump works before Legends ZA.
Well, you're probably wanting to use it for your video, aren't you?
I mean, I'm gonna probably. I still need to look at some of those Switch 2 enhancements, yeah, because that's like a thing in the back burner. God. I was gonna have one of the videos come out this week of like why things are going so slow. As soon as you see one of the videos, you know why. I just did not have time this week for good feelings to do it.
Yeah.
Starting next week, you'll see why, because let's just say there's going to be a lot more than just one review video in the pipeline. And that's been taking up a lot of time. Like, I legit had, like, a thing recorded, but I had to re-record it, because I looked back at the footage, and it was just, I couldn't see anything. The glasses are terrible. I need to get, like, anti-glare coating at some point, because all I saw was my screen on my eyes.
I didn't release a Sonic Origins video, because, to be perfectly honest, I haven't edited, I'm in the process of editing my next video for it. It's just, I'm dreading the next video, because the next video is going to be, I'm worried it's going to be like a 3-hour video.
Yeah, I get that. Like, you're doing a lot right now for these Game Gear games, and it's more taxing for the video's sake, so I understand why it takes a while.
Honestly, I kind of, like, I'm happy I'm doing it the way I am, but I also am cursing myself, why am I doing it to myself? You know, kind of thing.
Pretty much. Like, they are impressive videos, but you also look at why they take so long to come out and you understand it. They are a lot of work. I give you credit for going through all those Game Gear games and showing off pretty much everything about them, when you've already done that with the Genesis Classics and that collection.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm kind of glad I want to finish it. Then I can get back to Bot and Kaidos full time and just get that done.
Yeah.
I'm just finished editing my last video I had before I went on my hiatus for that Let's Play, so I need to get back to recording it again. So
yeah, I get that.
And the next part in that one, the pain in the butt, and I remember trying to do it and pain to edit. Why did I do this to myself? Why do I make editing projects so hard for me?
Pretty much, I know, yeah, but it's like, sometimes you just go down that route.
Not to say that I don't enjoy it, because I do enjoy it. Ugh, I like editing. Editing is like one of
It's just one of those where you've been on more than you can chew kind of thing. You weren't expecting the projects to be as demanding as they are, but here you are. Yeah. It just, sometimes that just happens. Like, I've noticed that with some projects I've done in the past, but that's why years ago I changed my workflow to a point where I have to have at least some, if not most, of a series done before I even launch the first video on YouTube. Because I notice as soon as I start launching, that's when I have less and less time to put it together. So, just getting stuff done ahead of time has been a really great thing. I remember how I used to do things years ago, like pre-2018, and never again. Release when done, yeah, and then there's 3 months of nothing. Never again. Specialty videos are the only ones that get that treatment. Dude, man, I still remember at that time, because that was when YouTube was all kinds of crap, and let's just say we're kind of going back to some crap in different ways. But I remember back then, I was like to a point, because of all the copyright, like, not strikes, but like claims on all my videos, because it was when Nintendo was extreme on that. I almost just stopped doing that stuff entirely and just moved over to streaming, like a lot of other of my friends. And I'm glad I did not do that, but it was that bad at one point. Now we just gotta worry about if people can actually view your videos or not if they're age-gated. Because of the stupid AI push that Google's wanting to do.
Yeah.
And they're adamant about it. It's happening on the 13th, so very soon. Which I don't think that's gonna go over that well, personally speaking.
Where's our last 2 eggs? Where are they at? There they are.
And that's it. All back. Now we just prepare for the next round.
Griller.
I really felt like I had an easier time in this grill round when I was a sploosh, not a splash. But if I was close enough to these guys and actually could hit, I'm doing a lot of damage if I'm using sploosh. Splash is fine, but DPS-wise, that sploosh is stronger.
I never even read that before, or what Grizz says about 2 grillers coming out. He says, I guess that one's lonely. I'm like, really?
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you don't really pay attention to what he's saying because of the chaos, but when you get to, it's good. One thing I always appreciate about this franchise, even when you have a lot of chaos like this happening, it still finds its moment to just have some comedy gold. Are you kidding me? I jumped over the wave breaker. I hate when I do that. I really don't like using this in grill around, but we're getting overwhelmed here. I'm getting away.
34 ain't bad.
Yeah, I'd say that is a boost of difficulty technically, so it's good.
And this is low tide, right? Yeah.
Yeah, this is the low one. You wanna come out? Thank you. Good enough. At this point, we gotta have a lot of eggs at the base. We probably shot a lot out of those cannons.
Fly fish! Go away, fly fish. Nobody likes you.
There's a lot down here near the cannon. Fly fish and a stinger. I'll take care of the stinger at the least. Dancing all that danger right now. Got a lot of chaos down here. Put that down. I'm gonna throw it. I actually got it in. I'm shocked. Now, someone live. It's our sploosh. Come on. I think they're running. Good call. Yep, there you go.
That was almost disastrous.
Yeah, I was getting close near
round.
the end. But we're good. We're good.
Oh no, this way 4. That's right, high tide. I forgot.
Yeah, say this is kind of a breather round just because I haven't really found any problems with us yet in my mouth. The hardest part is just getting the eggs back because they're all over the place here. We just gotta make sure you line up that shot before you throw that bomb. Okay, good. That's enough.
That's also a lot of eggs. So.
Yeah, we got these back in. That's most of the quota. I like how all coordinated enough with the spinner platforms at this point. So
Yeah,
we just wait for everyone to be on and then go.
And go. Yeah, because I'm like, hold on.
Yeah, it's like, no, it's not just us that's doing that. The team also as a whole is doing that.
That's good, because we all know.
Yeah. You want that kind of coordination from a random lobby. You don't always get that. Alright, that should actually make it in the mouth. So I think that my mouth should be dead. I'll let those other two stay. Not worth it. There we go. Barely got that extra egg in, but got it anyways.
Dude, why is it that always the gold mud mouse come out the last, like, second?
Yeah, I noticed that on this Eggstra Work specifically. There's one in like the first 3 set, and then the last one's so far out. There's no way you're seeing more than 2.
Okay, well, this is the normal round.
Yeah, this is the one I'm prepared already, because I remember 2 stingers always over here on the far edge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go back immediately, because we got everyone's favorite at the base, and I immediately get slapped into oblivion.
Dang it, Flyfish, I hate you so much.
That's it. Not yet. Did that? Oh, I hate when you're throwing a bomb at a fish on the ground and it just intercepts your teammate instead, because I wanted that for the malls. But that's the one time I don't want to hear my teammate, because I can just shoot them and get them back alive. Oh my god, there's like 3 different sets of missiles on me.
Dude, this round sucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this one is horrible because there's nowhere to move.
God.
What I don't like about that one specifically is when you're halfway through it, it's cluttered.
138.
I mean, that's a good egg score at least, so take that. I might want to actually go back to Sploosh. I'm not having as good of a luck with the splash, because it's the DPS, as funny as it is.
I'd switch
I think
over
that was
to
better for me.
Let's switch over to Sploosh.
Oh, do you want to try the Sploosh instead? Okay. Actually, I'll try yours.
No,
'cause
no, no,
a
I'm
little
sorry.
bit better. No, you're good. Actually, I think this is probably a better setup anyways. Because I know how to use this weapon.
I'll go use Sploosh.
Because I know how to do, like, the charge into, like, flinging to something else. Which is a big help.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, that's more of, like, a pro move for actual, like, online games and not against Salmon. Oh, I also just noticed this doesn't do the same thing the Stamper does, or even, like, the Wiper. Because if you swing in a direction and then hold your charge, you will charge it in that said direction. So you can swap between your left and your right side. This is always charging from the left.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
And we were talking about the direct things before, but I never had a great chance this week to talk about them just because of not doing much this week in general streams. But I wanted to ask you specifically about it. We talked about the game keycard very briefly during that Drag and Drive segment, but you heard about what Square's doing with the Octopath game for Switch 1 and 2 right now with the game keycard to actual cartridge?
No.
Because that was the thing they announced after the partner showcase. So that's why I wanted to get your take on this to see what you think. The game is getting a physical Octopath Traveler 0 for Switch 1 and 2. Switch 1 is actually a physical game, so everything's on the cartridge. Switch 2 is a game keycard only. And you cannot upgrade from Switch 1 to Switch 2. No upgrade path.
Well, shoot, I'll just get the freaking Switch version.
And even then, now you have a disadvantage because you can't get the Switch 2 version through that, which makes no sense. I wanted your take on that, to see what you think.
Honestly, like, I don't know, man. I feel like they just did that on purpose just to piss people off.
Yep.
They knew it was gonna,
sounds about right.
I feel like that was nothing more than just Square just trying to piss people.
Yeah.
It
feels deliberate.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I'll get the Switch 2 version or not. Then again,
yeah,
I don't even know if I'm gonna get it.
The fact you got a double dip is what makes no sense there. Because what they can do, the Switch 1 version could be $60, Switch 2 version being $70, and the Switch 2 upgrade could be $10 to push it to $70. So Square still gets the same amount of money, but they're just not doing an upgrade, which makes no sense. And that's why people want to get the Switch 1 version, because it's fully physical and not a game keycard.
And it's not like, okay, let's
why?
be honest with ourselves. Is it really that big of a difference of an upgrade, like,
Who knows,
graphics-wise?
It'll be sharper, but
HD2
performance, who knows?
Like, really that different? I was gonna it did the same thing with Dragon Quest 1-2 HD remake. Is that there's no Switch 2 upgrade, but the Switch 2 version is a Game Geek card. I'm like, why?
Again, it's like it's being done deliberately, which makes no sense. It's like, I get it if it's not a free upgrade up because they don't want to lose money on that front, but you can charge a $10 upgrade fee and people would not care. Even a $20 upgrade fee would be fine. Nintendo's doing it with a lot of their games. Like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are a $10 upgrade and they are doing nothing but just graphically enhancing. No new content. So, you can do that and still get your money. Third parties just aren't, and I don't know why.
It's because they're stupid.
They really are right now.
Stupid. I'm so irritated with Sega not being able to be like, to transfer, to upgrade Sonic X Shadow generations up to the Switch 2 version if you have the Switch.
Yeah. Pretty much every game they had at launch is just disgusting. Then there's no reason for it.
Like, I feel like, really, everybody wants to complain about Nintendo doing this. It's third parties that are doing this crap.
It's mostly third parties. I get why companies are going game keycard only. I'm not faulting them there because it's the cost. And when Nintendo only offers the one option, being the 64-gig card or game key card for a physical game, of course a lot of companies are going to go with the game key because it's much cheaper. So this is definitely more of a service problem where there's just not enough options, but there is a talk through Nintendo. They might give you more options as like a dev. So we'll see. But as of right now, you just have the two options. It's just the no Switch 2 upgrades I just don't understand for a lot of third-party games. It makes no sense. It's money left on the table for no reason. So it's very anti-consumer for, honestly, very confusing reasons at this point.
Oh, you saw my little one tweet about Falcom making that stupid comment about how game key cards give more benefits to customers. I'm like,
yeah,
what benefit are you
That is what
about?
I don't understand. Yeah, what?
Like,
that
what?
is 100% a publisher just trying to say otherwise.
Me when I lie. That's what that is. Me when I lie.
Ah, I see. The typical CEO talk.
Like, what are you talking about? That's more work for the customer to do, is because now they gotta download the game when they pop the card in. Are you kidding me? That's stupid.
Yep.
There's no benefit for game key cards. In fact, it makes it so. I mean, granted, like, you still need the card in order to play the game, right?
Yep. Exactly. It needs to be in your system for it to even work at that point.
I said, what kind of nonsense is you talking about? Like that. Like, I don't even care about game key cards that much. I really don't. But even then, I'm just like, stop lying.
Yeah.
Because that's not what it is. That's just that you're just trying to spread misinformation for no reason, saying, "Oh, you get more benefits out of game key cards." Like, what benefits are you talking about? It's literally just a plastic husk.
Yep. There's nothing on the card, so I don't see a benefit to nothing. That's why people are upset and they want full physical releases, because if the eShop servers are down, well, you're not playing that game if you don't have it downloaded. When they're going down, you can't get to the eShop anymore. Well, that game doesn't exist, and we've seen Nintendo do that with 3 systems already. So we know what's going to happen on one day for the Switch. It's just not anytime soon. So
Yeah.
that's why there's a lot of concern. It's all that preservation. I understand it, because I do think it's a bad idea to have a digital-only method for a physical game. That makes no sense. Why even have a physical thing? But if you can get it cheaper than a digital copy, then that's like its one purpose, I feel. It's just sales. So it's just more or less, the bigger problem is just the third parties more than anyone. A lot of them are either lying about the fact of why people want them when that's not even true. People don't want them. Or it's the idea of why exactly they're going around it instead of just saying the true reason, because it's too expensive for the 64 cards. Just be honest on that one, people wouldn't care.
Like that, it still baffled me and made me upset. That I don't like. I say upset. I'm like annoyed. It's more annoyed.
Yeah.
But like, why is Bravely Default a game key card when the game was originally a 3DS game? That's the thing that bothered me.
Where I'm more annoyed at Nintendo, because it's the problem of the game key card is way cheaper than a 64 gig card, and that's the only other option. Bravely Default doesn't need 64 gigs of space, so we'll just go for the other options.
I think we were talking about this in the Mario Kart stream the other night, but I was like saying, like, honestly, this is just a testing phase for Nintendo Switch 2. We're, you know, all game testers essentially for how they're gonna do this, because every console has some sort of problem when it launches.
I will say this keycard thing is definitely the worst now at launch, but it's gonna change over time. Since Nintendo themselves are already putting out like surveys to not only fans but even like publishers and devs, just to get an idea of what they should do for cartridge sizes. Because there's already been a survey that went out to like the public asking, do you like the idea of game keycards, yes or no, in a survey, and a lot of people have been saying no. So they're already getting a lot of user feedback on that front.
Now, hopefully things will change, because I can tell you right now, it's not pretty right now with game key cards. And like I said, I don't even care. I don't even care at this point, like, because it's hard for me to get so violently angry about, passionately angry about things anymore, because I'm at the point where I'm just like, you know, I'm getting older and I just don't care. You know,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Can I learn it? Can I play the game? Okay, then I don't care.
That's pretty much where I look at it. What's that? I got delisted. Okay, now I'm sad. And that's been happening way too much these past few years.
Like I was hearing at Hilliard Rise of games are getting delisted with DX versions. I'm like, dude, why? Why do we do this? I don't understand.
Yeah. The big one I heard from a couple weeks ago was John Wick Hex, because it was such a interesting game, one of the better licensed things out there, but it's John Wick, so they ran out of the time for that IP.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear that, now it's basically no streaming service has Courage the Cowardly Dog on it anymore.
Oh, that's
weird. You cannot stream Courage the Cowardly Dog at this point, because no streaming. They were taken off of like everything.
Why?
For whatever
that's so
reason.
Weird.
I don't know why. That's the thing. It's like Max. Like I think Max has all the the Cartoon Network stuff on it, and they've been pulling a lot of old classic Cartoon Network shows for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of weird stuff going on with Disney right now specifically, and they're owned by Disney, because the one that really irritated me is just because of how, for lack of a better term, bad the Disney Plus streaming app is compared to Hulu. But they're getting rid of Hulu next year. The app is going to be decapitated. It's gone. They're merging into Disney Plus, and people are worried that also means they might do that eventually with the actual service, merging it into Disney Plus, which will up the cost. So if you don't want Disney Plus, too bad, get it anyways. Like, that's what people are worried about.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying, like, they're doing weird stuff. By the way, it's not Max anymore. It's back to HBO Max.
I don't
Why?
care.
It's just like, they flip the name every year, and I don't know why. And the colors changed again, too. I think it's now, like, a black for their color scheme. It's like, they don't know what they're doing with that brand. It's just so weird right now. But when you're telling me with the Courage thing, it's like, that's like, it's pseudo-lost media, because unless you have the original runs of the show on, like, DVDs and such, you can't watch that at all, which is stupid.
That made me sad, because I'm just like,
Yeah.
dude, why? Why?
It's a good
I don't
show.
understand, like, why are they pulling these old classic Cartoon Network shows off streaming sites? That doesn't make any sense. People want to watch that.
And if you have the rights to it fully, which I imagine they probably still do, I don't know why it had to be pulled from Max. That's the only thing I can think of, but again, I don't know about that one. Because if it's Cartoon Network, they probably own the rights to their own show.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Oh, crap.
That annoys me with a lot of different streaming services, like Paramount and Peacock, the two I really hate for that. There's a lot of their own shows they just don't have all the seasons on for some weird reason, and it's because of that alone. They just remove some, but they have the rights to them, so there's no reason for them to remove some of their show. Like, I love watching the new season of something when it's 19 seasons in, but it only shows you season 20.
I think that this might be my last game. I forgot I need to take care of something.
That's fine. There we go.
I started laundry and I changed it. Like, oh no, I forgot. I looked at the clock, I'm like, it's 10:30. No, I gotta.
Yeah, time kind of flies at this point. My arms aren't as tired anymore, though, so at least there's that.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah. I can't believe I have to say that about a game that's more about just, like, playing basketball, but it's like I've never said that about a basketball video game before.
Unless we're talking about Wii Sports Resort.
Yeah. But even then, that's not as taxing on you because it's a lot more slow-paced. Most of the time, I'm playing the basketball game from that. I was just doing the hoop shooting game instead. And
I did that too. I did the hoop shooting mini game, and I know Amber did too, because she played that with Beth and me a lot.
Yeah, I got really good at that at one point. I couldn't get it perfect, but I got close during, like, my teenage years.
Yeah, I can. God, I lost track of time. I did. That's what I was doing.
Okay, well, at least we're separate grillers.
Guess they're getting kind of lonely being on their own. I don't know, that text is funny.
I can't see. The griller lid ran right in front of my field of view, so all I saw was the lid. I couldn't see the other griller. Abort. And we back. I think I was one shot away from killing the one griller. That's unfortunate. Alright, just get the quota in at this point, try to survive. I was right, I was one shot away. Because it's immediately when I got to do one more charge swing, I saw the one griller die. Alright, come on, fly fish. This way.
Gosh darn it.
Oh, one swing away. Too much commotion, gotta use this now.
Darn it, fly fish. Go away.
Oh my god, my bomb got glitched out on the left basket of one of the fly fish. It just jittered around like the corner and then just shot out. It didn't matter, I was just trying to make sure it doesn't target the rest of you guys, but it's like, come on. It's the one thing I hate about the fly fish sometimes, is the jank behind them.
Mud mouth.
Dude, that's my bad.
Always
I'm not gonna bother using
feet.
crab for this, because, yeah, I think we need that for the final leave. Oh, come on! I didn't expect the slap to send me that far. I'm trying to get away, too. Dude, I have no way to move. Now I'm moving. Sorry, bud, I gotta go. Hopefully I didn't screw up a shot. That was sketchy. Trying to make a jump, but the platform moved me. Actually kind of threw me off for a second.
See how long we last here.
Yeah, right?
Get the stingers.
Let's say the first thing, I'm killing these things. Even though I'm not the best weapon for it, I'm here. I'm gonna just leave the eggs of the first stinger down there. I don't care. I just don't want the stingers here, period. Oh my god, I got combo from 1 slap to like 3. Wow, that did not take long. Like 30 seconds in. Well, there was at least effort there. Oh, there's another one. There's 2! Get these 2 maws out of here.
Dude, where'd the
I
steelhead
hate
come
this.
from? I didn't even...
I hate all this. I just want out.
Okay, just
Never
survive.
quota, just live. Oh my god, it's just me, of course. No, no, no! I knew it! I got slapped at the line, man. I'm trying to jump onto that pillar, and a chum just immediately just beeline towards me to slap me into the water. I had no time. God, man, that's so dumb. Literally, we just needed 3 seconds. 3.
Well, that's kind of a bad thing to end on for me, but
Yeah.
that's
Sometimes
okay.
it just goes that way, to be fair.
Yeah. Okay, so good.
I want redemption myself, so I'm just gonna at least try another one, maybe. I'm
Alright,
just at least going into the rotation, which means I think literally 1 game. Because of how long these are.
Okay. I mean, I'll still be on the call for right now, but I'm just gonna be right back.
Yeah, okay, no, that's fine.
Alright.
Okay, that should be good. Boom. That way he has a thing to see when he's back. Alright, so I got bamboo. This is the worst timeline. I can make this work, to be fair. I just don't know how helpful I'm going to be outside of the standard waves. Griller, I can't do much at all. So I'm mainly just going to help for baiting the opponents near us, or the grillers. I'm saying this like a proper 4v4 here. I really just wish one thing they did to this weapon for Salmon Run specifically is like up its damage, because it is not strong enough in Salmon Run. Bamboo is legit one of the worst weapons in this game, hands down, for Salmon Run. It's been like that since Splatoon 2, but it feels like it got almost worse in some ways with this game, because it was more boss salmon to worry about. Because honestly, this weapon's not bad for like the main multiplayer modes. It's just the Salmon Run it has a hard time with. Yeah, this is the most I definitely played anything this week. I guess I should give a little context for people who've come in late and weren't here for Tuesday's stream, which I don't blame them. I didn't even have any time this week to edit the VOD, so that isn't even out on the VOD channel yet. It was supposed to go up today. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and actually work through its metadata on YouTube. But this past weekend, so now it's been almost a week, injured my thumb, and at this point, it's kind of swelled up. So that does not help when you have to press things down with your thumb or grab any object. So I've just been kind of doing almost nothing this week but healing it. And it's making doing stuff like this kind of hard. Not just like streaming, playing a game, period. So I haven't really been doing much of that all this week. Trying to heal it up, especially when I have a big job Monday that kind of needs my full 100% attention, not like 90% of it, and 10% of just trying to avoid hurting myself more. So I've been mainly taking this week to heal. I was wanting to still do some stuff for Wednesday and Thursday. I was just gonna probably change up the schedule a bit to reflect some of the crap I had to deal with, like how I did Mario Kart for Tuesday instead of Sonic. But it was better that I did not do anything, because the pain level was really bad earlier in the week. Like, well, midweek, I should say. Early week it was okay, but it got worse over time. And I think some of it had to do with me pushing myself on Tuesday to still play a little bit Mario Kart, because I did use my thumb once in a while, what I should have done. Should have just used my index finger on the G buttons instead to control gas. But I only did that sparingly. Because muscle memory kicks in, that's the bigger problem. I would hope I'm better next week, but I will say stream schedule might still be a TBD. Just keep an eye on the social media for that, Blue Sky, mainly, because I don't like the other one. It still exists, I just barely use it. It's just for announcements and video posts, that's it. I've been doing community posts for a lot of stuff as of late for the YouTube side. I've just been kind of forgetting about it when I'm going live with the streams on YouTube as well. So that's just my bad. I gotta remember to start posting more over there as well for the updates. I tried at least when it comes to those. As soon as the VOD comes out on the VOD channel, I take down those community posts because it links to the stream. But I'd rather have people watch the stream on the VOD channel instead of the original run on YouTube, because it's not as long for one. It's technically a better quality one, especially if we drop frames in the middle of it, so you don't have any weird skips. Unless that's on my side with encoding lag. I happened earlier tonight because I was kind of pushing my computer a little too hard. I've noticed trying to record and stream in like 4K and very out of resolutions has not been a great idea. But I am kind of pushing my computer a little too far. I do need to get a new one at some point in like the distant future for that, but I've really been testing the 4K waters this year. And I'm learning my computer's limits the more I do that. Oh, I hate all this. Oh, I hate all this. I can't do much of anything in this wave. I'm just gonna mainly try to survive and keep an eye on my teammates, because if they get wrecked, that's why I'll throw out Wave Breaker. Because that's my help case right now. It's just knowing when to use Wave. And this might be the round. This might work. Okay, we're good. We're still alive, still getting those eggs, and yeah, this is our best wave for yet. And I'm on bamboo, so that's impressive. I don't even think I did much after the first couple seconds, besides just help defend and then get eggs. Sometimes that's all you have to do, to be fair.
So how's it going without me?
That should answer the question. Our teammate instantly drowns in water as soon as you come back, ask the question. I just kind of find that funny timing. I mean, it's been fine, honestly, so far. I got bamboo, so definitely the weak link here, but I haven't had much of a problem. Go away, go away, go away. I say that as soon as I'm gonna get my ankles and all that. Really just knowing how chaotic Wave 5 is. I'm just trying to save those waves. And so far, so good. one more throw. Come on, make it. All right, dead. What? Where'd that go? Hello? I'm gonna look back at that later, but I definitely threw an egg at that mudmouth's mouth, and it just despawned. So that's a new one. I'm playing a Switch 2 enhanced version of Splatoon 3, and yet I feel hit some kind of like sprite limit. It's like I'm playing an NES game or something. God, I can't remember the last time I dealt with that kind of problem in a game. It probably is some NES game I just decided to play out of the blue or something. That or like maybe a mod on some games, because I know certain games you mod too much stuff, it just like overloads what's on the ground, just disappears. I've seen that like, you know what, actually no, Mario Kart Wii, that's probably it. Because I tried a mod of that called Item Rain. The more items on the field, yeah. The crazier that game gets trying to load anything, and that's when things can despawn. Item Rain's the best way to see that happen, because the game just freaks out. Have you ever seen that kind of a mod before?
No, I haven't.
I would definitely look up Item Rain at some point. It's interesting, because it's just how it sounds. Items rain from the sky. So you can get anything from that, which would mean you get stars, mushrooms, blue shells, gold bills. It's just chaos the whole time. Also, the game doesn't really run that well, so you're gonna be watching your Mario Kart Wii in 30 frames per second. it doesn't like having all those items, it lags a lot. I hear it's really hard to play online, but you can do it, technically. That wave helps, that's why I had him. I'm just gonna chill. That's why. And my team, yep, they're doing it. Did they get those eggs in? I just chill over here on the other side of the map, stay away from all the danger, and if we're down to one person, GG's. Well, that was good. I was hoping to get one of these at least down to the wire, let alone win, but yeah, that was literally it before rotation change.
That's
so good timing.
At least you go. All it took was me dropping out.
Yeah, sometimes it be that way though. And it's not even just for like one person's problem on the team, just sometimes you might just get lucky and be paired with people in solo queue that are knowledgeable enough of the event. So you don't even have to worry about knowing the layouts or not. I sometimes feel like I get carried, and it does kind of feel like if I'm playing this weapon, that's a carrying moment. What was my score? I wasn't paying attention to that. Okay, well I had one shy of tying the most amount of eggs at 49, but I was more support, so I was gathering the eggs when they're at the field. I wasn't killing very so much. And I could tell that based on how many revives I had. I revived 7 people. Alright, let me get my stuff. That legit is better? How much better, though? I don't... A main of Bond Defense in this doesn't really matter as much, so definitely not worth that part. The other stuff is better. Never trading away that fireman helmet. That's the best one. Can't build that again. You know how you said you had to change your shirt because last time you played, it took you out of it?
Yeah. Did it do it to you?
Yeah, I guess I forgot to do the same thing. But to be fair, you don't notice in Salmon Run, so... Yeah, I haven't changed since either. That's why I'm also needing to change this banner, since that's also needing to be taken off. Who knows, maybe next time I put one on, we'll be back to the spooky one. Because I know that's the next event, at least that's planned. There we go. Get that daily done. Right now is a good time because it's resetting anyways. Oh. Some people are making the joke about Switch 2 heat. That's what this is. Okay. Because I was wondering, I was like, is that a party hat on the Switch itself? It's like, no, that's fire because it's probably being played out in the Sahara Desert. Because, yeah, Nintendo had the issue a little bit of a warning because it's so hot everywhere right now that you can't play it up. That's have like a certain operating temp. And the operating temp is like not even close to what it is outside, so that's why. Like their temperature warning is like 91 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's way past that anywhere else. I played my system outside for an hour, and it was like 110. I didn't notice any like issues with my Switch, or specifically speaking, any major like lag spikes.
You just gotta be careful. It's hot.
Yeah, I was gonna say the real problem is just it's hot everywhere. So no matter what you're talking about, it's just it's not pleasant right now. Why is this still? Hang on a second, I have to cut my feed again. I'm having another encoding overload thing, but I think it's just because of if my capture card's defaulting the 4K inside of Discord, that's gonna make me really upset because that's out of my control. That makes no sense. But also, I wouldn't put it past this program because it's weird. Yeah, as soon as I do that, wow, it is just it probably is defaulting at the 4K, and my computer just does not like 4K to that, which is like no brainer. I gotta do the old webcam method, which is terrible. It doesn't matter. I'm just running around the hub just to look at posts. Oh, you knew webcam methods go in the 4K. Wow. Sure. Oh, I think I know actually why. Hang on. This is me now just troubleshooting for the future. I'm turning it back on, the other mode. It should be fine now. So for reference sake, during the earlier part of tonight, I even left it like this now, to be fair. I had my virtual camera on so I can send my webcam out to a different program, because you can only do that one per program for webcams. I forgot to turn it off. It's been running this whole time. And yep, sure enough, it's not freaking out anymore. That was an extra encoding session I just forgot had on. What I was saying earlier, testing the computer's limits when I'm starting to record in one res and stream in another, and then also sending out other footage in another. It's like, yeah, that's where you're probably pushing things too far. I'm learning more of the limits of my computer this specific year on that front. Which is actually good, but to be fair, this is the first year of really being able to record anything in 4K. Because I've had only one system that can do it, and that was my PS4. So, no point. No games on the PS4 Pro are really in 4K.
No games on PS4 4K?
Well,
then
like,
what's the point?
Well, like specifically at 4K, like targeted 4K, because it was always a game that like 1440p or like 1800p or something like that. To be fair, same for PS5, Xbox Series, and Switch 2. Like, it's very, very rare to find a game that targets full 4K, because it's just so many games are so demanding. They gotta just upscale it. If you get close enough, then that's good enough for an upscaler. Oh, neat, I guess. I don't know what that show was that person was talking about. I can barely read some of these posts, to be fair, because they're small. Yeah, nothing really that interesting outside of seeing the Switch 2 on fire, I guess. Yeah, remember to stay cool during the summer. Because that's a thing. God. But, no, this was an interesting little night. I kind of forgot again this weekend was the thing for Dragish Drive. For whatever reason, I thought it was next week. But that was because I was thinking it was release date, not the actual, like, release of the demo. That's why I was like, oh yeah, and then they did this extra work at the same time of that drag drive demo, so it kind of works. This is like the first time we streamed one of these in almost a year because there hasn't been a point. They've all been what you saw tonight, the same as what we've seen before, but now with newer weapons, it's just the same old maps. It's like, they are technically different, but they're not different enough for me anymore. Like, specifically, wait a minute, hang on. I'm getting distracted by the thing behind me. What is that post? I'm using Swatana and Samarun. Using Swatana on ranked. And it's just the dog meme. I guess it's like, it's trying to do like the Giga Chad and like the Soy Jack thing. Between like dog faces.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one before, so that's a first.
Oh yeah,
the
Chad dog and the weak, the virgin dog. It's basically the Chad and virgin.
It's the same idea, just with dogs.
Yeah.
That's what threw me off for a second. What was that? I've seen it before. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I kind of forgot. Like I said, these events were happening this week. I thought they were next, so kind of got like a little impromptu thing this weekend because I was wanting to try out that demo, like we did before.
Yeah.
Don't know if I'm picking up on a launch, but I'll see. It's like what we talked about during the Drag and Drive section. $20 is not that much, but it does feel like a game you got to play at launch before it stops. And there's not much else really coming out this month, so if you want something for your Switch too, I guess there's that.
Epilogue.
Alright, the results are in for this latest extra work here in Splatoon 3, so we get to see how well we stacked up against the competition. And with our last second high score at the very end of our extra work session here, I don't know exactly where it puts us, but I'm feeling at least confident enough for top 50%. Maybe we got higher? Who knows? But the only way to find out is to see the news. So let's just go ahead and jump into the game itself here. And we already know the drill. Technically, it's not the news. A little bit of a white lie there. And actually, nice post to jump in. Sometimes this community, I swear. To see the results of the extra work, we gotta go over here to Grisco Industries and check things out on the actual billboard in question. So, here we are. The extra work here at Salmonoid Smoke Yard. We got ourselves 154 eggs, which put us at the top 50%. So top 50% was 142 eggs and up, top 20% was 187 eggs and up, and top 5% was 250 eggs and up. So that game that we played at the very end, getting ourselves 154, that'll put us right over the top. If we didn't get that score and stuck to around our 130-ish high score range, we would have just got the participation. So I'm happy enough to take my bronze sticker here of a flipper flopper. So let's take that dolphin and put it right onto our locker. At this point, I don't know where to shove it because I'm actually running out of space to put stickers on my locker. At this point, these stickers are having less and less of a place to actually go that realistically makes sense. So we'll see where we can put this sticker. And first things first, gotta remember to hit right, not 20 lefts. Alright, well, it should be near the bottom. And there it is, bronze flipper flopper. Honestly, might start putting things like that sticker up here in the corner. That looks pretty good up there in top left of the door. So I'm pretty happy with that. We'll save. And there you go. Kind of blends in a little bit because of the lighting in here, but I think it does a good enough job at being well represented in the locker itself. So that's the end of our extra work done. And yeah, we haven't done one of these in quite some time, but the last time I streamed an extra work was at the end of 2014. So yeah, almost a year between at least events that we streamed in some fashion. And funny enough, this was an impromptu extra work stream that we did because of the Drag and Drive Global Jam demo that was happening the exact same weekend. So kind of worked out for that reason. We got to stream at least a little bit of this event after not really covering it these past few months. They're not really that different compared to how they were for the past, at this point, almost 3 years of the game's lifespan of Eggstra Work events, so we'll play these every once in a while if I see fit. So, fun little Eggstra Work session we had here, but that's going to do it for this results section. So, what do you say we head back into the past and end things proper? But yeah, that's going to do it for tonight's stream. So, thanks everyone who came out again for an impromptu thing. Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for joining, Matt, for both this section and the one from earlier.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to play it though. That was fun what we did play.
Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed the game. It's just enjoy in very small spurts because of how much you really gotta do. So yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'll probably end up playing some of it if it comes out here next week. I'll probably end up picking it up and playing a little bit here and there. We'll see. In terms of what to expect, again, I mentioned this earlier when we were going through that last rotation for Samurai. Streams for this week might be a TBD, just because I'll see how things are, kind of thing. I'm not going to push myself if I still am dealing with this injury, because it's going to take a couple more days for this to fully heal. So, it depends on the pain. I might, if I decide to do anything, Sonic Elite might still be on the back burner for the moment, because it's kind of hard to play a technical game like that with problem with your hand.
With your hand being the way it was.
Yeah, because the problem, more or less, is when I'm doing a lot of the advanced tech in the game, like doing the boost button, holding down slide, and then the quick step. I have to claw grip my controller, which is pushing down on the part I actually hurt on the thumb. That's why I don't want to do anything with Unleash until my fingers healed, because that will probably put me back in pain. So that's why that I might hold off on, but we'll see, again, how things are. Maybe I'll reshuffle things around. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
But that's why I say just keep an eye on the social media. I'll let people know. I'll make a post if things have got to change or not. That's kind of what I did this upcoming week. Or this past week, I should say. This upcoming week, I'll do the same, is what I meant to say. But that's about it.
It's time for bed.
Yeah, pretty much. The Mario Kart stuff, go check that out. Mario Kart 64. That's on Mondays and Wednesdays. I was supposed to have a video come out yesterday. That was the idea of it. The 2 Mario Karts for Monday and Wednesday. And then you got something special for Fridays the next 3 weeks. I just couldn't work this week, so that'll happen next Friday. At least it still will be somewhat on the right pattern for uploads. So, yeah. Unfortunate how things went, but sometimes that's just how it goes. So check that out. Check out League's Metal Gear Solid playthrough going on now. That's pretty much all I got. You want to say anything else before we head out tonight, Matt?
Hopefully I'll have Sonic Origins up this week. Bot and Kaidos I should have up on Tuesday. And I'll see if I feel up to stream next Saturday. That's it. Do you have any tell? No. No. Good.
I guess that's it.
Yep.
Alright. So, yeah, like I said, keep an eye on the social media. I'll let people know about what's happening this upcoming week, but I'm going to at least try to stream some stuff. If not in the beginning of the week, maybe the later half. So, still at least something to look forward to. And I'll get that VOD worked on from Tuesday's thing. I just have to, like I said earlier in the stream, get the metadata out. So, I probably might release that tomorrow. Probably might part just because of... Yeah, if I fall asleep right now, I won't. That's my promise. That's how I feel. So let's just do that. Sleep. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you back here for the next stream. Take care and have a good night, everybody.
Night, guys.